What an incredible sight. Is a full house here as we celebrate this wonderful occasion. For those of you who just arrived, kindly do take your seats. I believe it's free seating for all at a designated area. If you need any assistance, please feel free to ask. We'll be more than happy to assist you. And kindly do take note, Boeing Composites Malaysia is a strictly non-smoking facility. All right, and thank you so much for your kind patience and your presence here today. We will begin very shortly. Thank you. Kickstart today's event, kindly do take note at some of the safety protocols during the factory tour later on. So just a gentle reminder, as mentioned earlier on, this is a strictly non-smoking facility. Also kindly refrain from walking and texting simultaneously during the factory tour and within the premises of the factory. And do take note of the assigned green lanes in which you are allowed to walk during the factory tour. And of course, if you need any assistance, feel free to ask. And do take note that photography and videography is also strictly prohibited in the factory. Now, before we kickstart today's event, in the interest of your safety, please do take note at this short safety briefing in this video. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Boeing Composites Malaysia, a leading manufacturer of composite parts for Boeing aircraft in Southeast Asia. Safety is an integral part of our corporate culture. Your safety is our absolute top priority, and we want you and everybody around you to be safe with us. This safety briefing will familiarize you with the most important safety rules, procedures, and codes of conduct within our premises. We kindly ask you to comply with them at all times during your visit. For visitors, the minimum personal protective equipment or PPEs such as covered shoes and safety glasses are mandatory. Those wearing prescribed glasses are considered safe to enter the production area. As a visitor, you will be escorted at all times. When entering the production floor, please walk on the green lane. And be cautious of forklift crossing zones. No pictures are allowed without prior approval. Smoking is strictly prohibited on the premises. Do not text or talk on the telephone while walking. In case of emergencies, it is important to stay calm and focused. Please proceed to the nearest exit door following the designated evacuation routes. The evacuation zone is conveniently located beside the security checkpoint in the parking lot. Remember, your safety is our top priority. Stay alert and be aware of your surroundings to avoid any accidents. Thank you for visiting Boeing Composites Malaysia.
All right, thank you for your kind attention and for your cooperation. And of course, we look forward to a wonderful event with you here today. And thank you for all of you for taking the time to join us here today. We will begin in a matter of minutes. We're just awaiting the arrival of our distinguished guest of honor, who is already making his way over here. And very shortly, we will be able to witness the ceremony as he arrives via live feed on this screen. So in the meantime, please be seated comfortably, and we will begin shortly. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our guests of honor have arrived in the building, and I believe very shortly you will be able to see on the screens via live feed that's happening right outside, right at this moment at the milestone wall. Our esteemed VIPs are now at the Boeing Composites Malaysia milestone wall that chronicles our wondrous journey the past 24 years of innovation and growth. And of course, for those of you who have not visited this milestone wall, feel free to do so later after today's event. 24 years of incredible journey. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite you to please rise as we welcome our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Hairil Yahri Yaakob, accompanied by our distinguished VIPs into the hall. Thank you very much to our distinguished VIPs for taking the time to join us here today, making this event even more memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, Negaraku. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. And now we would like to proceed with a Dua recital. Please join me to welcome Encik Nur Hisham Ahmad to lead us in prayer. Dipersilakan.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wal aqibati lil muttaqin wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, we come together today to offer our heartfelt blessings and prayers as we celebrate the unveiling ceremony of Boeing Composite Malaysia. May the Almighty bless Boeing Composite Malaysia and grant us your protection and mercy. We pray that all stakeholders involved are guided to the path that pleases you, upholding honor, purity, and sacred principles in every area. Protect us and our organization from disasters, threats, and betrayals. Cleanse us from all evil and guide us to act with righteousness, fairness, justice, and to foster harmony as we fulfill our responsibilities. Grant us the strength and wisdom to generate strategies and policies that drive excellence, well-being, and the visionary goals we aspire to achieve. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'al marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'al lillahumma fina ولا معنا ولا من يتبعنا شقيا ولا مطرودا ولا محروما ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Mr. Nohisham Ahmad, for leading us in prayer. A very good morning and warm welcome first and foremost to our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Hairil Yahri Yaakob, Secretary General from the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, Ambassador Edgar Kagan, United States Ambassador to Malaysia, Yang Berhormat Dr. Jaime Hillman, member of the Kedah State Exco, Yang Berhormat Datuk Wira Dr. Ku Abdul Rahman bin Ku Ismail, member of the Malaysian Parliament for Kubang Pasu, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Sulaiman Mahbub, Chairman of the Malaysia Investment Development Authority, MIDA, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Siobhan Das, the Chief Executive Officer of the American Malaysian Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Penny Burt, the President of Boeing Southeast Asia, Mr. Justin Frankie, Managing Director of Boeing Composites Malaysia, and to all distinguished guests, esteemed partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all. Salam Sejahtera dan Salam Malaysia Madani. My name is Julie Woon, and it's my absolute pleasure to be your host on this momentous occasion. And thank you for taking the time to join us here today. Welcome to this special unveiling ceremony at Boeing Composites Malaysia, right here at Bukit Kayu Hitam in Kedah. We want to thank all of you for taking the time to join us here from near and far to witness this occasion. And of course, special thanks to those of you who have been on board this journey with us throughout the years. This event marks a significant milestone as it highlights the long-standing partnership between Boeing and Malaysia. And we're thrilled to have you here today to celebrate this momentous occasion. And to officially kick off this ceremony, we have prepared a special video for you. Let's take a look. "24 years of excellence, of innovation and growth." And thank you to all of you for being here with us. And now, please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Justin Frankie, the Managing Director of Boeing Composites Malaysia, to deliver his welcome remarks.
Distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. It is my honor to have you with us today to recognize the efforts and contributions of the incredible team and partners. Our story began more than 25 years ago with the establishment of Asian composites manufacturing. Over the years, we have grown from a small operation with limited capability to a world-class facility supplying assembly and sub-assembly composite components for Boeing commercial airplanes. Our journey has been marked by resilience, dedication, and unwavering commitment to excellence. In 2023, the company became a 50-50 joint venture between Boeing and Hexcel, renamed Aerospace Composites Malaysia, or ACM. And the factory was expanded by 40% to what it is today. For more than 2 decades, ACM has been a valued supplier to Boeing with industry-leading performance in safety, quality, and delivery. ACM was awarded the Boeing Chairman's Safety Award in 2017 and the Chairman Award for Quality in 2019. In December of last year, Boeing acquired Hexcel's 50% share of ACM to become Boeing's first wholly owned manufacturing facility in Southeast Asia. We're very proud to have our all Malaysian workforce. Our employees' expertise and passion have enabled the success that we celebrate today. Please join me in a round of applause for our employees. We take immense pride in being recognized by HR Asia as one of the best companies to work for in Malaysia. Our commitment to our employees' well-being is at the core of everything we do. and embodied in our BCM Cares program. This program is dedicated to fostering a positive and nurturing work environment by prioritizing our employees' well-being, not only to enhance their quality of life, but also to cultivate a family-like company culture here. Our commitment to excellence extends beyond our workforce. We are proud to collaborate with local technology institutes and universities such as IKBN, ILP, and UNIMAP to ensure that our employees are continually upskilled and equipped with the latest knowledge and techniques in aerospace manufacturing. These partnerships are critical to maintain our competitive advantage. In addition to investing in our people, we have also focused on building strong relationships with our local suppliers. Our localization strategy has not only strengthened our supply chain, but also contributed to the growth of Malaysia's aerospace industry. By working together, we're creating a sustainable competitive advantage that benefits all stakeholders. We have more than 50 Malaysian suppliers joining us here today. Let's give them a warm applause. As we look to the future, we're committed to continued growth and innovation. We are looking forward to making further contributions to both the Malaysian and the global aerospace industries. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited to share this special occasion and look forward to our future. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much, Mr. Justin Frankie, for that warm welcome remarks. And now it is my pleasure to welcome Ms. Penny Bird, the President of Boeing Southeast Asia, to share with us a few words.
Thank you so much. So selamat pagi, selamat datang tetamu yang dihormati, puan-puan dan puan-puan semua. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here today. I'm Penny Bird, the President of Boeing Southeast Asia, and it is a huge honor to be here and for Boeing Composites Malaysia and to share this special occasion with our distinguished guests. So thank you at the outset. It almost goes without saying, Malaysia is an incredibly important market for Boeing. And Boeing and Malaysia have actually worked in partnership for more than 77 years. That's almost as long as I've been alive. Our history actually began here in 1947 when Malayan Airways Limited acquired its very first Douglas DC-3. That's a remarkable, long shared history. Today, Boeing's presence, Today, Boeing's presence in Malaysia covers commercial aviation, defense and services, manufacturing, as we can see, and supply chain operations. We have strong partnerships with academic institutions, including in this state, and we have talent and skills development initiatives across the community, which you're going to hear more about later today. We also have a range of projects where we work alongside local community organizations to deliver important support and social impact. Let me say, we're very, very proud to be here in Malaysia and of our commitment that we've made. As most of you know, the aviation industry in Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing in the world today. And in Southeast Asia, Malaysia is a key leader in the development of that industry. Malaysia already has very significant capacity in the aerospace supply chain sector. And Malaysia's new Industrial Master Plan 2030 offers a very exciting vision for where that is going to go in the future. Boeing is committed to partnering with Malaysia for the long term to strengthen the aerospace industry. From our perspective, though, partnerships are key to that. We are very grateful to the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, MITI, and to MIDA, who've been at the forefront of our partnership here. And of course, most importantly, to the government of Kedah. Thank you. Thank you for your hospitality and all of your support. We're so pleased to be in Kedah. Boeing has a growing footprint in Malaysia. We actually have, someone just asked me this, we have a corporate office in Kuala Lumpur, a commercial airplanes field office at KLIA, we have an office in Selangor, a global support center in Cyberjaya, and as we're celebrating today, our wholly owned manufacturing facility here in Kedah, BCM. As Justin has just said, this manufacturing facility will be Boeing's single largest manufacturing facility in Southeast Asia. What I find really exciting is that every Boeing airplane produced today actually has a piece of Malaysia in it because of our composites manufacturing. That's absolutely incredible. And I think we should all be incredibly proud of that. So the Boeing Composites Malaysia workforce of more than 1,000 Malaysians, many of whom are with us today, are instrumental in providing composite products and sub-assemblies to all of our aeroplane programs, including the 737 MAX and the 787 Dreamliner. We've hired incredible talent here, and we're continuing to look at ways that we can develop the skills and experience here in Malaysia to strengthen what we do, not just here in Southeast Asia, but globally. The safety and quality that we focus on in Boeing is at the forefront of what we do. We're actually prioritizing stability, predictability, every step of the way, so that we can reliably meet our customers' needs. As Justin said, actually, our Malaysia team has been awarded globally for having a fantastic record in safety and security. As all of you know, millions of parts have to come together to make an aeroplane. And every time we do that, we create an aeroplane to deliver to our customers. The precision and effort that goes together is extraordinary. Every part has got to be made, transported, inspected. And that means we have to be connected as a truly global team. Looking to the future, we're very excited to continue to support the development of the aerospace industry and talent in Malaysia by investing in STEM education. And we're definitely going to hear a lot more about that today. Boeing is woven into the fabric of Malaysia's aerospace and wider industrial ecosystem. With our formal launch of Boeing Composites Malaysia, we're reaffirming and deepening our commitment to Malaysia. So with that, makasih banyak sekali pada semua for your ongoing partnership, and we look forward to having a great future together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Penny Bird, for your inspiring address indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Ambassador Edgar Kagan, the United States Ambassador to Malaysia, to share with us a few words. Ambassador?
Thank you so much. First, I want to thank our friends from Boeing, and above all, as both Justin and Penny have said, all of the people who work here, all the people who work for Boeing, the suppliers, because it is because of you that all of us are here today. So please join me in a round of applause. I want to thank our friends from MITI, from MIDA, from the state government, from the Parliament of Malaysia, from many other institutions, because I think that we all know that this kind of opening, this kind of factory doesn't just happen. It reflects a sustained effort by many people. It reflects a sustained effort by Boeing. It reflects a sustained effort by the state of Kedah, by the government of Malaysia. It reflects support from a variety of institutions, including we're very proud at the embassy to play our small part, but also the American Chamber of Commerce and many others. I think one of the things that we see is that this kind of successful investment doesn't just happen because of a few decisions. It happens because of sustained work. It happens because of extraordinary leadership here at formerly ACM, now Boeing Composites Malaysia, that make this a place that Boeing leadership decided was worth investing in. From starting from a joint venture and a partnership to saying that they wanted this themselves because they recognize the value. And I think that that, in many ways, is exactly what we look for and what we see in American companies that are choosing to come to Malaysia right now. That they see this is not something that they do as a one-off. They are coming here because they recognize the quality of the workforce. They recognize the skills and talent that are available. They recognize the support from different parts of government as well as the private sector. The ability to find outstanding suppliers and partners that are part of their own supply chains. And I think that all of this reflects Malaysia at its best, but also reflects the power of partnership and the power of investment. And so for us, we see the presence of a world-class company like Boeing as something that is both a great representation of the value of U.S. investment, but also something that will continue to generate benefits for people in Kedah, but people in Malaysia for a long period of time. And I think that that's something where we are proud to have played a part in making it happen, but we're also deeply indebted to the support of so many. I'd just like to say that, one of the great pleasures of being the U.S. ambassador to Malaysia is seeing the incredible impact that American companies have had and continue to have. And nothing makes me happier than seeing the impact on the people who work at American companies and work with American companies. Seeing how many people who have started their careers or at some point in their career worked for an American company who've gone on to take more senior roles in other companies, to find out that the attrition rate at this plant is one of the lowest in Boeing's operations around the world. And I think that it reflects the power of good leadership. It reflects the power of a good corporate culture, but it also reflects the power of trying to build ties and build relations and give opportunities to Malaysians, and that Malaysians, when they have those opportunities, will seize them, take advantage of them, and do an outstanding job. I'll just say that, like Boeing, the U.S. has been in Malaysia for a long time. We opened our first consulate in Penang in 1918. We opened a consulate in Kuala Lumpur in 1947, recognizing that Malaysia would become independent. And I'm proud to say that the day after tomorrow will mark the 67th anniversary, not just of Malaysia's independence, and congratulations, Selamat Hari Merdeka, but also the 67th anniversary of U.S.-Malaysia diplomatic relations, because the United States was the second country to recognize Malaysia, and as I mentioned earlier to some colleagues, the first country had a big advantage because they were signing it over at independence. So we feel pretty good to have hustled to be number 2. But I think that when you look at the impact of American investment, and it's just worth noting that since 2021, we can track at least 156 billion ringgit of investments announced by US companies in Malaysia. When we look at the impact that it has in terms of training, in terms of opportunities, as well as jobs, over 300,000 Malaysians work for US companies. By our estimate, there's probably an equal number that work for companies that are contractors and subcontractors to American companies. And what I'm proud of isn't just the numbers. It is that American companies pay twice the average Malaysian wage. It is that American companies conduct a lot of the R&D that takes place in Malaysia. It is that American companies are good corporate citizens, that they invest in their communities, they conduct extensive corporate social responsibility programs, and they don't do this because they're told to. They don't do this because they're ordered to. They do this because it is in their nature and it is part of their understanding of how to be effective and how to be successful in Malaysia. So, and I just also want to highlight the role that MIDA has played, that we understand from our MIDA friends. There are 98 US investments, projects in Kedah, and that these investments are valued at over 27 billion ringgit and have created more than 30,000 jobs in Kedah. And many of them are high-tech jobs as well. So I think that we're proud of this, but it is just the beginning. And we look forward to working with our Malaysian partners. We look forward to more stories like this one of world-class companies that have come to Malaysia and decided it is worth investing more. It is worth expanding their presence because it is so valuable for them. And we look forward to a lot more of that in the coming years. And with that, I just want to say again, thank you very much for the opportunity to come here. Thank you for being such an incredible symbol of what happens when we all work together and how much good we can do. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Edgar Kagan, for your valuable insights. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with pleasure that we welcome Yang Berhormat Dr. Haim Hilman, member of the Kedah State Executive Council, to share with us his thoughts. Dipersilakan, YB.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning. His Excellency, Mr. Edgar Kagan, U.S. Ambassador to Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Hairil Yahri Yaakob, Secretary General, Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, Ms. Penny Bird, President, Boeing Southeast Asia, Mr. Justin Frank, Managing Director, Boeing Composite Malaysia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for me to be here this morning, and I would like to extend a very warm greetings from the Chief Minister of Kedah, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Sanusi Muhammad Noor, to all of you. It is a great honor for me to stand before you as to see a great company, a big corporation like Boeing, to be part of our state, Kedah, and Malaysia. We have a very long and strong relationship between Malaysia and America, and thousands of our people studied in America before and now. And we believe the future in terms of the collaboration between these two nations is very much to explore and cherish in many years to come. So let us work together to build better Malaysia. And in the context of Kedah, we definitely want to be part of this strategic journey of Boeing. And we want you to know that we Malaysians are not condoning the culture of comfort, but the culture of success. And that is why make Boeing here in Bukit Kayu Hitam one of the best investment that ACM before and today's Boeing as what being shared by Frank just now. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that Malaysia has spent around 58 billion ringgit every year for education. This is about 14.9% of our total budget every year. So this is a nation that is so much into education, and we want to provide the best talent for our industry player. And in the context of State Government of Kedah, we're definitely going to look into this, and we are working with the institutions, universities as technical colleges, as to look into the needs of the industry. I'm looking forward to work with Boeing for us to sit together and to explore on the needs or the opportunity that exists there, as we can provide you the best talent as needed by Boeing, and to take you further in the context of competition at the world stage. We, the State Government of Kedah, have established Invest Kedah as what we call a state wing, or what we call as institutions that dedicated to support and help all the investors in our states. Invest Kedah has established a unit called Talent Development Unit, and we hope that we can work closely to bridge the needs of the industry and the graduates that produced by the institutions out there. So we believe that a lot more can be done in the context of education and the context of talent that we're going to provide for our industry, states, and country. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to support you, we also looking forward to improve the way we do things. In other words, what we call is ease of doing business. We really mean it. We're not just invite you to invest in our states or Malaysia, but we want you to feel it. And we want you to really experience it. So we established what we call a program called E10. E10 is actually a commitment made by the State Government of Kedah to ensure everyone that invests in these states will get the best kind of support in terms of consultations, in terms of customization. We really want to know exactly what kind of supports that needs or needed by your company. And at the same time, we ensure you, we give our commitment to give the best facilitation as for us to see you propel and to make what you have shared with us in terms of your intentions when you invest in Kedah going to be materialized. Inshallah, the State Government of Kedah will be part of your strategic journey. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned by His Excellency, the Ambassador of the United States, that our relationships in the context of diplomatic relationship have been established for the past 67 years. So once again, I would like to invite all Malaysians, or Kedahan in particular, let us really work it out and show the good example and quality, especially in terms of the quality of people that we provide for the industry. If we want to become a developed nation or a developed states, we definitely need to change the way we do things. We need to become the first-class workforce. We should leave all the things that we believe have hindered us from moving forward and to strive to be the best in this region and in the world, inshallah. And there's no doubt that we can do it. We have shown to the world how much we have progressed from the day we got the independence way back 67 years ago. We have shared to the world how committed we are and passionate we are as to develop our country. And let us, in the context of State of Kedah, do the same thing, make sure ourselves become the best, what we call team or workforce. And to all the BCM's employees, we make us proud, and we want you to keep going and show to the world that you are the best in the world, inshallah. At the same time, we hope Boeing will bring in more technologies to this factory, to this industrial park, which is this industrial park. The size of the park is 11,000 acres. We would like you to bring more of your supply chain, your vendor suppliers to this industrial park and establish an aerospace industrial park here, which is, I believe, that is the way forward and the interest of the state and the country. Aerospace industry is very important and determined to the development of the technology in the context of our competitiveness in the near future. So we need the people, we need the technology which means the process needs to be up to the what we call cutting edge technology as to ensure the performance. At the same time, we believe that by having a clear vision and in strategic directions, you or all of us in the state of Kedah will see our state going to be a great state in the near future. Inshallah, the greater Kedah, Israel. With that, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations, Boeing Composite Malaysia. You make us proud, and thank you for choosing Kedah as your strategic destination. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ya Muhammad, Dr. Haim Hillman, for the encouraging and empowering words shared. I'm sure has ignited a lot of excitement within us, especially proud Kedahans amongst us here today. And now, to conclude the speech segment, it is with pleasure that we welcome our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Hairil Yahri Yaakob, Secretary General from the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, to share with us a few words. Dipersilakan, Dato' Hairil.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Madam MC. So after listening to the fiery speech from our EXCO just now, I think all Kedahan are very, very proud to be part of this Boeing's journey in Malaysia. Even though I'm not a Kedahan, I'm a Selangorian, but after listening to YB just now, I feel like I want to be a Kedahan. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning everyone. Salam Malaysia Madani. YB Prof. Dr. Haim Hilman Abdullah, the member of the Kedah State Exco and Chairman of the Committee on Industry Investment, Higher Education and Science, Technology and Innovation, His Excellency Ambassador Edward Keegan, YB Datuk Wira Dr. Ku Abdul Rahman Ku Ismail, Member of Parliament for Kebang Pasu, of course Penny Bird, President of Boeing Southeast Asia, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Sulaiman Mahbub, Chairman of MIDA, Prof. Samsul Kama, NICO, and Justin Frank. Oh, Datuk Sean from MCHAM, not to forget Datuk Sean from MCHAM. Well, I've known Datuk since my tour of duty in Washington, D.C., like 10 years ago. Not Washington, Seattle, but Washington, D.C. Okay. First, I would like to thank Boeing for inviting MITI to this yet another milestone in Boeing's journey in Malaysia. So indeed, the relaunch of BCM, Boeing Composite Malaysia, will no doubt advance Malaysia's aerospace industry. So in line with our sector-level priorities of the new investment policy, we believe that the growth in the aerospace sector plays an important role as Malaysia positions itself as a global industrial and technological hub. So echoing our Prime Minister, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, constant messaging to the business communities in Malaysia, I can assure Boeing and all of you that the Madani government will continue to be business friendly and facilitative. And on this note, the presence of MITI, MIDA, NICO, and of course, Kedah State Government demonstrates our commitment in this regard. And I'm very encouraged by the speech by our YB Exco just now, echoing this messaging from Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, that Malaysia always welcomes business community in the country. So in this connection, I am delighted that Boeing is in close communication with MIDA and NICO to continue to find opportunities in Malaysia. So through this experience, I believe that Boeing understands the government's commitment to facilitate quality investment, which would not only complete our industrial ecosystem, but has the ability to ensure Malaysia maintains its critical role as part of the complex global supply chain in the aviation industry. So I'm confident, based on the speech by Penny just now, Justin, and our Exco, Boeing has found Malaysia more than capable to support the sophistication required to manufacture quality parts for global customers. So to me, this is not a wishful thinking, but a proven fact. ACM, now known as BCM, has been a cornerstone of Malaysia's aerospace industry since your establishment back in 1998. So located here in Bukit Kayu Hitam, all of us know that the facility has produced vital composite components for Boeing's most iconic aircraft, including 737, 767, 777, and 787. So I'm proud to say that Malaysian-made products are of global standard, showcasing the ability of our very own talent and workforce, which I believe are there sitting in this hall. I must recognize that the transformation from ACM to BCM marks a pivotal move symbolizing Boeing's enduring partnership with the country. It can also be seen as a beacon of Malaysia's value offering, especially our strategic location, proactive policies, and ready workforce. Therefore, I'm confident that Boeing's expanded and solid footprint in Malaysia will have a compounding effect to attract other investment in this space, thus enriching the industry's ecosystem in the country. This facility, which is Boeing's first wholly owned manufacturing plant here in Malaysia, also provides a clear signal of the growing importance of Malaysia and the region in this important industry. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's competitive environment, Malaysia needs both speed and scale to leapfrog manufacturing practices and proactively develop our aerospace industry. So the unveiling of BCM is one of the prime examples of how we can scale up operations quickly and efficiently, thereby contributing to the overall competitiveness of Malaysia's aerospace industry in the global stage. So Boeing's activities in Malaysia go beyond manufacturing. They are critical in developing our aerospace capabilities. Through specialized training programs and adoption of the best practices, Boeing plays a strategic role in enhancing Malaysia's aerospace talent pool. This ensures that our workforce is equipped with the necessary skills to meet global standards. Boeing's emphasis on safety, quality, and sustainability is perfectly aligned with Malaysia's goal of becoming a regional aerospace hub, offering world-class products and services. So I was informed today that Boeing will make some announcement on the talent development and enhancements of the local supply chain. So in this relation, I recall the speech by Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim during the National TVET Day on 8th of June, where I was also present, where he clearly mentioned that the talents from TVET, the technical, vocational, education and training, played a critical part in supplying the needed workforce, including for companies that manufacture parts for Boeing. Therefore, it is my hope that Boeing will continue to support the government's agenda on TVET and create programs to upskill our talented and promising youth along with its deeper footprints in the country and the region. I also wish to highlight that both the NIP 2030 and the Malaysian Aerospace Industry Blueprint 2030, MAIB 2030, underscored the need to develop the research, development, commercialization and innovation RDCI ecosystem to the aerospace industry in Malaysia. So in this regard, the capability of BCM in the production of composite materials provide a strong fundamental for Malaysia to further grow in this segment. So I think the time is right for Boeing to take up a notch higher in terms of its commitment in Malaysia by undertaking serious RDCI activities in the country. So MITI, MIDA and NICO will certainly welcome discussion with Boeing on this matter, including the forms of support and incentives as outlined in the NIP 2030. So I remain encouraged that Mission 4 of the NIP 2030, which centers around safeguarding economic security and inclusivity, will also be greatly advanced by Boeing's investment in Bukit Kayu Hitam, as the spillover effect of your presence will surely contribute to the local economy here. Perhaps I'm shooting to the moon, but who knows, one day, this town of Bukit Kayu Hitam could rival the aerospace clusters of the world, such as Seattle, or Toulouse, or Montreal, who knows? One day, Bukit Kayu Hitam, spearheaded by Boeing, we can be one of the aerospace clusters of the world. So, ending my speech, I would like again to offer my heartfelt thanks to Boeing, MIDA, NICO, and all the stakeholders, MCHAM, for the unwavering commitment to turboprop the aerospace industry in Malaysia into a higher altitude. So if you know that I'm using the aviation-related term, you know. First I want to put propel, but then propel is not so compared to turboprop. Okay. So as we celebrate today's achievement, I look forward to the many innovations, advancement, and collaboration that will further elevate Malaysia's position as a leader in the global aerospace industry. Together, all of us, we are building a future for Malaysia, where Malaysia could become the most preferred hub for aerospace innovation. Again, thanks to Boeing for investment in Kayu Hitam. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Dato' Hairil, for sharing with us your encouraging words. We'd like to invite you on stage as we guide you over to the launch totem as we've come to the highlight of today's event, the unveiling ceremony for Boeing Composites Malaysia. And joining Dato' Hairul on stage, can we please welcome back Ambassador Edgar Kagan, Yang Berhormat Dr. Haim Hillman, Ms. Penny Burt, and Mr. Justin Frankie on stage. All right, photographers, media friends, if you want to come forward to capture this momentous occasion, feel free to do so as we stand on the edge of a new era for Boeing Composites Malaysia. Right before us, we see a throttle, a symbol of movement and potential that lies before us. On a count of 3, we seek your kind cooperation to push the throttle as we soar to greater heights with Boeing Composites Malaysia. Let's do this countdown together. Are we ready? In 3, 2, and 1. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Boeing Composites Malaysia, and we look forward to many more incredible milestones as we enter this new era. And now, can we commemorate today's ceremony with a photo opportunity? We'd like to invite our distinguished VIPs to please face forward. All right, big smiles, big smiles. All right, and now for the next photo opportunity, can we please guide our VIPs to the center of the stage? Can we also welcome Dr. Siobhan to join for the photo opportunity, Tan Sri Dr. Sulaiman Mahbub and Dr. Wira Dr. Ku Abdul Rahman. Please join in for the photo opportunity as well. Thank you very much. A big round of applause once again. Boeing Composites Malaysia. Thank you, Dr. Siobhan, Tan Sri Dr. Sulaiman, Dr. Wira. You may return to your seats. Thank you. Thank you for your great support here. All right, and now we would like to proceed with the ceremonial partnership agreement with suppliers. First up, we would like to acknowledge our partnership with Kurj Advance. Can we please welcome Mr. Seth Sharp, Director of Supply Chain from Boeing Composites Malaysia, and Mr. Kraman Goh, Managing Director of Kurj Advance, on stage to commemorate this partnership. Kurj Advance, based in Shah Alam, Selangor, is a key supplier of metallic parts for the aerospace, energy, and engineering industries. I would like to commemorate this synergistic partnership together with Boeing Composites Malaysia. Together, may we continue to thrive further and forward. Thank you very much. Mr. Seth, please remain on stage. Thank you, Mr. Kraman Goh. And next up, we'd like to recognize a partnership with Paradigm Aerospace. May we please welcome Mr. Kwe Witat, Chief Operating Officer of Paradigm Aerospace. Located in Perai, Penang, Paradigm Aerospace is an advanced manufacturer of aerospace precision metalwork. Thank you, Mr. Kwe, for your valuable contributions to Boeing's success. Thank you. And thank you very much to Mr. Seth as well. All right, and now we're proud to present the Higher Education Grant from Boeing to Institute Kemahiran Belia Negara, IKBN. We'd like to welcome Puan Norhazita binti Kamaluddin, Director of IKBN Jitra, accompanied by her students of IKBN Jitra on stage to receive this grant. On behalf of Ms. Penny Burt, thank you, Puan Norhazita, for your dedication in nurturing the next generation of skilled workers. We look forward to many more skilled workforce from the Kedah state, making our fellow Malaysians very proud, especially in the aerospace industry. Thank you, Puan Norhazita, and thank you to our fellow students as well. We look forward to great things from our skilled workforce here. All right, and thank you very much to all of our distinguished VIPs on stage. And with that, we've come to the end of our unveiling ceremony and the start of our factory tour. Once again, we want to thank our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Hairil. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We would like to invite you, as well as all of our distinguished VIPs, to adjourn for the factory tour, led by our leadership team from Boeing Composites Malaysia. Enjoy your tour. I believe the first stop will be a photo opportunity outside at our new logo. And once you're done with the factory tour, we have a sumptuous lunch prepared for you. Thank you, Dato' Hairil, for joining us here today. Thank you, Ambassador Adgad, for joining us here. Thank you to all of our distinguished VIPs. And to the rest of our guests, please be seated. In the interest of space and the comfort of everyone here, we're going for the factory tour batch by batch. All right? So we'd like to invite our leadership team from Boeing Composites Malaysia to join us. And the rest of our guests, please remain. We're going to call you in about 5 minutes' time, 5 rows by 5 rows, to begin the tour led by Boeing Composites Malaysia. And do take note, photography and videography is strictly prohibited in the factory premises. And also, when you're inside the factory, do take note of the green lines, the assigned green lines where you can walk on. All right? All right, hang in there, everyone. I know we're all excited to go for the factory tour and lunch. Just give us a couple of minutes. Our VIPs are going to take a photo at our newly unveiled logo, and thereafter we'll invite everyone 5 rows by 5 rows to join in the factory tour. There we go, the newly unveiled logo. And of course, if you want to take photos, feel free to do so as well. Such an exciting new chapter for Boeing Composites Malaysia, and to all of you who are part of the company and the workforce as well. Congratulations on this incredible milestone. I believe that's a drone shot. That's right. We're blessed with good weather here today. Okay, they're gonna make their way for the factory tour. The next batch, I'm gonna call you batch by batch. I believe the next batch up to row 6. Up to row 6. So for those of you, do take note. From the start all the way to row 6, please be on standby. Stand by dulu, ya. Stand by dulu. Okay, just hanging down. We're just going to wait for the rest of our guests to make their way inside. Right, inside the factory, make sure you're wearing your safety glass, covered shoes. Once you're done with the factory tour, and of course no videography and photography, once you're done, there'll be lunch served inside. You'll be guided by our BCM personnel. Of course, if you need to use the restrooms as well, is also inside. Feel free to ask. They'll guide you accordingly. Okay, just hang in there a few more moments before we start the next group tour. All right, can we have guests all the way up to row 6 to please come forward? Our ushers will guide you for your factory tour. Please be mindful of the safety protocols. Enjoy your tour, and thank you so much for joining us here today. It's been an absolute pleasure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your kind patience. Can we have all of our remaining guests to please join us for a guided tour? Thank you so much for waiting, and we look forward to have a wonderful tour with you, and thereafter lunch. If I don't see you later, thank you so much for joining us here. It's been a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for witnessing this wonderful occasion. Please be mindful of your steps. Walk in the green lane. No photography and videography. Everything is screen captured in our minds here today. Enjoy the tour. We'll see you at lunch.